All right, what is up? We are here with a crazy week 4. I was not able to really watch any game. I was out of town. But from what I heard from you, it was pretty crazy. Sunday. And even that Thursday night game just. Pass interference. That's too much pass interference. Not enough good calls. I mean, they got to just fix that. They really do.
Exactly.
I don't really. I could have made a Packers breakdown, but I was just so frustrated with the pass interference calls. And there was some on both sides, and some interesting calls on both sides of the ball. But I don't get how uppercutting a person isn't a pass interference. I don't know how hugging a person isn't pass interference. I mean, I don't know what pass interference is, and I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say the Packers should have won, because Philly looked amazing. Philly looked pretty good. But there was a lot of bad calls by the refs. I mean, yeah, Philly won, but I think, I mean, Packers could have forced overtime with all that pass interference. I mean, I don't know why you throw the ball for 4 downs too. I mean,
yeah, run it at least.
Exactly, run it first or second down. Don't go 4 running downs or 4 passing downs. I mean, that was just stupid. And then frickin' Jimmy Graham can't catch a ball, in the red zone. He'll sit there in midfield, make a play. You put him in the red zone, he's like, "Oh, I can't catch balls now." Like, really? So I don't know. I'm frustrated with that game. I don't know about you, but I don't know what to say about it.
I don't know. Just my reaction when it ended is just like, I don't know. It was funny. Like, it was just so stupid why they would pass.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really think they're not gonna know that you're passing? Like, I don't know. It was just really stupid.
Taking playbook out of Pete Carroll right there.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Cost them the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So someone did a dub over of the Super Bowl, but with the Packers Philly game for that red zone.
Huh.
I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's good. Let's just move on to the Sunday's games, because I don't know what to say for the Packers. But Daniel Jones, oh my God, he wasn't saved by a missed field goal this week. I mean, granted, because it was the Washington, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he looked good. I'll say that. And then finally they put in Dwayne Haskins. You want to talk about him in the Redskins?
It's good that they changed over to different quarterbacks, but I don't see them doing very good with him.
No.
Especially since they're going to the Patriots next week, so.
Woo!
He's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good game for Daniel Jones. And Dwayne Haskins. Showed them both what I guess Haskins played, was it second half or second quarter he started?
I think it was second quarter because Keenum was benched.
Yeah, obviously, I'm just guessing or just trying to figure it out.
Well, I didn't watch the game. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I heard stuff. So, but I didn't really, Oops, I just Oh well, I just hit exit on the thing. But yeah, I didn't really watch. I really couldn't. But I just heard that it was kind of early on, but I couldn't remember when. But this next game, I did watch the highlights for it, and I know the games are kind of out of order and whatnot right now. I think. But the Kansas City and Detroit game, oh my God,
yeah,
what a game!
That was close.
Oh yeah, I think the Lions are a real deal. And I just want to say they held Patrick Mahomes to 0 touchdowns. What defense?
He had 3.
What?
He had 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It might have been 3 handoff touchdowns. I don't.
No, he had 3 touchdowns.
I'm gonna look this up right now. I heard he had 0.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you are right. He had 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and then all 3 were rushing. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 0. Yep. Yeah, he handed off a lot. But I was surprised that he didn't have any touchdowns, like passing touchdowns in that game. Like that. And
he had a lot of yards.
Yeah, he did.
Though.
But they just couldn't convert in the convert in the red zone. But I think the Lions are a real contender. We'll get to Chicago and Minnesota later. But I think the Vikings are now in the basement. I think the Lions are coming out and they're shoving the Vikings down there, especially with Cousins, But
how the Vikings play, they shouldn't even be 3-1.
Yeah. Okay, great. You beat up on an Atlanta team week 1 that wasn't that good. That defense
That's literally their only legit win.
Yeah, but that Atlanta defense isn't even that good. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
That's only their legit win that they.
Yeah. I guess so. But I mean, the Bears and the Packers stopped that running game. Oh, okay. The Packers didn't really stop them. I mean, Dalvin Cook had, 170 some yards, I believe.
Something like that.
I don't know how many he had against the Bears. Well, obviously he got held to 0 touchdowns. But we'll come back to that game later because that was a really interesting game. But I think the Lions are a real contender for the NFC North. I don't know if they can win it because the Packers and the Bears are stacked on defense. I mean, that Lions defense is pretty good. I mean, locking down Kansas City. But didn't Matthew Stafford get hurt or something?
Yeah, he played with a hip injury.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't have, too many amazing receivers anymore because Golden Tate is gone. I don't even
Doesn't
remember.
he have Amendola?
Does he still have Amendola? I don't remember.
I think so. I don't even know who's on there.
Yeah, I don't either.
All I know is their running back. That's Johnson or whatever, but
Yeah, I don't even I think he had a pretty good day too. But it was a shootout. And obviously, because I think did the Chiefs defense they scored a touchdown, didn't they? I believe.
I think I don't know. I didn't even really watch that game, but
I don't know. I don't remember all the things. But that was a pretty good game. That could be a contender for the game of the year. It could be. Obviously, it's still way too
Still
early on.
more.
Yeah, we're only in
Yeah.
week 5 coming up on Thursday. But it was a pretty good game. This next game, the Titans and was it Atlanta? I think.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this game, so I don't.
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't either. I'm looking up the score right now. Oops, that's the Vikings and Bears. I don't even know how much the Tennessee. I don't even know how much they won by. That's how much attention I paid to this game.
I don't know. I didn't even pay attention to the other games. It's like the Browns and Ravens, and then Chiefs and Lions. That's like the only ones that I paid attention to.
Yeah, because that was the only
out of the whole
one.
week.
That Rams and Bucks game though, oh my god. All right,
Yeah.
24-10. All right, all right. So Atlanta got destroyed. They must have had a real bad day.
But Matt Ryan almost had 400 yards
Did he?
passing. Yeah.
Oh,
But he had no touchdowns and no interceptions.
Oh, okay. So their defense just couldn't hold them. You want to just move on to this Browns game? Because I don't know what to talk about for this Tennessee game.
Atlanta sucks.
Yeah, well, there you go. There we go. All right.
No, but this Browns and Ravens game was like literally the highlight of my week.
That was okay. First of all, 40-25. I don't think anyone expected that. Obviously, Nick Chubb
They ran the ball.
Huh?
They ran the ball. Exactly what you said. Chubb.
Yeah, Nick
3 touchdowns
Chubb,
on the
3 touchdowns. Well, like an 86-yarder was one of them, or whatever. He rivaled his one from last year, which was like 90, I believe. But that was another good game. Baker had a decent
the Browns' defense really stepped up.
Oh, the Browns' defense showed out. I mean, because they came in. I think it was a pick at the end. I believe a pick in like 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter or something. They were. This is the Browns team we wanted week 1, right here. I mean,
exactly.
When you shut down Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense, I mean, whew.
But I mean, if you look at it, the Ravens haven't really even faced a good team yet, other than the Chiefs and the Browns. Because they beat Miami week 1, and then they beat Arizona
or whatever.
And then Arizona.
Yeah. Just, I mean, Chiefs. Well, they lost to the Chiefs obviously because Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Even if he doesn't score a touchdown, he still wins the game.
Yeah, because freaking Detroit was up 10-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and then he went over. And was like, guys, I need to win a game here, so you're gonna have to step up for me. I put myself on my fantasy draft.
It'd be funny if he does.
Isn't it like illegal or like banned for players to do a fantasy draft or whatever?
I don't think it shouldn't be.
Because I know, like, I don't remember if you can do that stuff or not. I don't know. I thought I heard something a couple years ago where like teams can't do that.
Maybe.
I don't know. This other game, I guess or this next game for Oakland and the Colts. I guess they had a whole bunch of starters out or whatever, and they still made it close. Or the Colts had like five or six starters out or whatever, and still made it close, even though they lost to Oakland, which that was surprising. I did not think Oakland would be able to win at all, with Jacoby Brissett being the way he has been so far. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't really know a lot about this game. I didn't really watch the highlights. It didn't bother. I'm just like, Oakland kind of surprised me a little bit. But I don't know. I had distracted with other stuff this weekend. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't watch it either.
No, I didn't watch like any of them.
All right. Oh my God. The Pats and Bills. Let me tell. I love this game. So much. I love watching it. Josh Allen had a hell of a game. I mean, it was. They kept the Patriots to 16. 16. No, okay. Obviously, they played Miami, the Jets, and I forget who else the Patriots have played. So it's not really any contenders. But the Bills' defense looked spectacular. I loved watching that Bills defense. Micah Hyde had a pick in the end zone. They were getting pressure on Brady. I mean, it was.
Tom Brady only had 150 yards passing.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Josh Allen had, I think it was 3 picks or something like that.
Jesus.
He threw
Frank Gore.
Oh my God. He has, is it 15,000 yards exactly?
He's like 5th or whatever now.
Yeah, he's like
all
5th,
time.
Yeah, all time rushing or whatever. But I think it was like the third quarter. He had like 15,000 yards exactly in his career. I mean, the Bills were doing so much right. And, Josh Allen, he played good. He did play good. But three turnovers does not help at all to beat the Patriots. But I think after watching this game, I think the Chiefs, the Packers, I think, don't they play Dallas? I think the Patriots play Dallas coming up. I think it's all going to be really close games. If you have a really good defense, I think they play the Bears. Like they're going to play some more top tier defenses, just like the Bills. So I think the Patriots could lose a couple. To be honest, even though they have the dream team and they're stacked. Well, I guess it's not really a dream team. They're just really stacked.
Well, remember, he's the underdog.
All the time. So, but that was probably one of my personal favorite games, even though the Bills lost. I was
still
happy.
Close.
It was
for
still
how
close.
Much picks they throw.
Yeah, I mean, I watching these highlights. I mean that I was really engaged the whole time. I was like, oh my God, like, are the Bills actually gonna win? And then I think Josh Allen threw a pick towards the end, I believe. So ruined it. But I can't say enough about that Bills defense. And if when Josh Allen starts to get rolling, starts to get better, they are going to be feared the next time they go to is it Gillette Stadium, right? I believe. Whatever the Patriots Stadium is. So he could very well be the underdog in that game later down the line. I mean, that. And then, well, actually, do you have anything else to say about this game?
I think Tom Brady's starting to show his age
Oh, yeah.
with
Yeah.
his passing. I mean, he does not look like what he was last year
Yeah,
in terms of
he's looking like
passing.
an old man. So, and then this next game had the exact same score, with Carolina coming out on top, which was surprising that the exact same score. I didn't really pay a lot of attention to this.
The game was kind of slow, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't remember, but I don't know. I think it was pretty slow going.
Yeah, pretty sure. Christian McCaffrey probably had a pretty good day. I'm guessing. Let's pull up some stats here. Oh, Keenan Allen? That's his name. Holy crap. 24, 34, 234 yards. Or 232 yards. 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Christian McCaffrey had 27 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown. All right. This Texans stats aren't loading. But it looks like Keenan Allen had a pretty good day. So.
Oh, the Panthers QB?
Yeah. I didn't know that was his name. I thought it was like, I don't even know. And then this. Oh, I was looking at the wrong game. The Dolphins had a lead against the Rams.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Against the Chargers. It was 10 to, or was it 7-3 or whatever at the end of the first quarter
Yeah.
or something? And that's the first time they've led all year, which is crazy.
And then Chargers like destroyed them.
Yeah, and then the
After
Chargers
that.
second half were like, all right, we're going to stop, messing around, and we're going to go hardcore, just like Dallas last week. I would, if Dallas and the Chargers had both lost, I would have just sit here laughing just so hard. Like,
Then they're
Dolphins-
overhyped.
they're both
Then they're the overhyped ones.
Yeah, exactly. The Dolphins are going to become the new Browns. So, that's
Hey, but the Browns were never technically bad. Because if you look at them when they were 0-16, they were close to teams like almost beating them, but they never won.
Yeah, they just couldn't finish out a game.
Like they had a lot of games like that.
Yeah, you got to finish out a game though, so that's the problem.
Because they'll lose by like 3 points, and it's like, oh my god.
Whoops. All right. Yeah, I know it'd be a close game, but then, which I mean, Miami starts a game good. I mean, when you were
And they don't finish like the rest of the 3 quarters.
yeah, like they were playing the good that first half against Dallas last week. They were playing good. And then that first quarter they were playing good against the Chargers, and then everything just went downhill. So they just gotta learn to finish out games better, and they could actually win a couple games. Hopefully. Oh my God. Did you watch the Bucks and Rams? I did not.
I watched a little bit of the ending. It was like back and forth.
55-40.
Yeah. Jameis Winston, I think, had like 4 touchdowns and an interception.
Jesus. I
I don't get how they won. Like,
how are the Rams so bad? You almost lose to Cleveland, which I guess you could say they could have lost. I mean, if you had a healthy Drew Brees, I'm pretty sure they could have lost that game. Well, maybe not. And then I don't even know who they played week 1. How do you almost lose to the Browns, and then lose to the Bucks? Like, are the Bucks underrated right now? Because what's the Bucks record here?
I think like 2-2.
They're 2-2. The Bucks are 2-2, and they're. I think the Rams are slipping. I think they are.
Overhyped.
They are overhyped. I have the I have no words. It's like.
I mean, they both played good. I mean, it was like a pretty high-scoring game, but it just did not make any sense how the Bucks won.
The Bucks scored 21 in the second quarter and 24 in the fourth. Jesus. Jameis Winston, 28 of 41, 385 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. If the Rams side will load here, we can see what Goff had. All right, well, it's not going to load, is it? Come on, man.
I can get it up.
Yeah, pull up the Rams side. See what because I can't pull it up. It does not want to load for me.
Jared Goff had 45 of 68.
Ooh, wow. They combined
517 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks.
So they almost had 100 passing yards combined, and then they combined for 1,000 passing yards, and then they combined for over 100 passing, for over 100 passes. That's crazy.
Jesus. And then Todd Gurley only had 5 carries, but he had 2 touchdowns and 16 yards. So he did like nothing.
1, 2, 3. There's 4. Okay. Oh, all right. I guess they're counting Jameis Winston, who lost a yard. Something Barber. I don't know his first name. 9 for 19 yards. Jones the second, 19 carries for 70 yards. So Godwin went off again. 172 yards, 12 receptions, and 2 touchdowns.
Jeez.
Whew. That's a crazy game. We don't really have to spend a lot of time on Seahawks and Cardinals. So we were all expecting.
That game was boring.
It was boring. It was basically just Russell Wilson and the offense destroying. I mean, wasn't that good. I do want to touch up on this Bears and Vikings game because I expected a shootout. I expected a high-scoring, high defensive game. Couple 6 interceptions combined from both teams. We got 6-16. That's.
But Trubisky went out, so.
Trubisky went out, which okay, fine, Trubisky went out there. Cousins. Okay, well, first of all, they held Dalvin Cook to 14 carries for 35 yards. He scored a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they went for 2 or something after that. And that's why they have 6. But it was. It was just not a good game. It was so boring and so slow. I walked away because I made it home by the time the Bears it was in the second quarter, and I don't know. It was just so boring to watch. I just kind of walked away from the TV, and then just kind of checked the score towards the end of the game, and I'm like, oh wow, doesn't look like I missed a lot. Yeah,
But
Chase
this
Daniels.
next game, though.
What?
This next game, though.
Oh yeah, I think we have the same game next. Why don't we talk about that? Because that Bears and Vikings game was just. I thought I expected better. I did. Actually, you know what? Let's save the Jags and Broncos. Let's go over New Orleans and Dallas real quick, and come back to that. Cause that was a pretty good game. Ezekiel had the only touchdown of the game. For the Cowboys and Saints. Dallas is just overhyped. You lose to a backup. Okay, you can say Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, he had a couple years to sit under Breeze, learn the offense and whatnot. But at the end of the day, Teddy Bridgewater he's probably a 500 quarterback. But Dak Prescott had 22 of 33, 223 yards. And he got picked off. I watched a little of this game. Probably the first half of it, and it was just defensive. I think there's, I want to say 10 plus penalties in the first half alone. I mean, it was just brutal to watch. Jason Witten had probably the game-winning fumble. I don't know. It was just a boring game.
Just from looking at it, it looked like it was a slow game.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater, 23-30, 193 yards and an interception. They held Alvin Kamara, it looks like. 69 yards and 17 carries. Is it Will Lutz, I believe?
Yeah, the kicker.
Yeah. 4 for 4. His longest was 42.
And he scored all the points for him.
Yeah, he scored all the points. That was all right. Let's get into this really fun game. Actually, here, why don't we make this the end and let's just talk about tonight's game? Okay, well, this will probably. I hope this will go up before Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, but it's gonna be a terrible game either way. I mean, both teams are 0-3 right now, and I don't really care who wins. I'm not gonna watch it. It's gonna be a waste of time game. You know, I'm saying that now and watch it be a contender of the year game.
Yeah.
But it's just if the Steelers were better, or if the Bengals, were doing better, I'd be like, or if they were both doing better, I'd be like, okay, this might be an interesting game. Maybe I'll watch a little bit of it. But because they're both 0-3, Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton. Doesn't play well. Mason Rudolph he's okay. Obviously he's helped with some close games, but there's gonna be no recap for this. Just like last week with no recap with the Bears in Washington. There's just no point to it. I don't feel like wasting my time.
Unless it's a good game, but
yeah, and unless it's a good game. And I could be completely wrong. If it's a good game, I don't know if you would want to do one tomorrow. But I'll probably I'd probably do it tomorrow if it was a good game. But right now it doesn't look good. So.
No.
All right. Yeah, you want to get into this? This is probably
Yeah, that game had an amazing finish.
Game of the week. I had Chicago and Vikings for my original game of the week, but if I would have known how well this game turned out, I would have definitely had picked the Jags in Denver. Gardner Minshew, 19 of 33, 213 yards and 2 touchdowns. Joe Flacco.
And he was injured.
Joe Flacco, 22 of 38, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Philip Lindsay was held in 9 carries for 53 yards. Leonard Fournette went off on this game. 29 carries, 225 yards. No touchdowns. But he went off. It was a crazy game. And it started out slow. Halftime it was 6-17. And it looked like Denver was just gonna come out and just mollywop the Jags. And then the Jags turned around and scored 20 in the second half of the game. So if Jalen Ramsey was in, I'm pretty sure, it would have been. I don't think Denver would have scored as many. But they don't need Nick Foles right now. They don't need Jalen Ramsey right now. They're playing really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you take over.
Just watching the highlights of that game, it's just like, geez, Minshew he's good. Like,
I can't believe he got overlooked.
He comes up with so many creative ways to get the ball off. Because when I was watching it, like the ending, like they showed the last 2 minutes of the game, freaking Denver scores, and then it's like, oh my God, I think there's like 2 minutes left for the Jags to score, and Minshew, they're like already like, I think it was like 3rd and 8 already. And Minshew is like goes down hurt after the second down play. And it's like 3rd down. He throws the ball like 40 some yards or whatever, and he's injured.
That's crazy.
Like, they got into field goal range, and then they won. Into 22-mile-an-hour winds, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I caught the field goal. I turned it on and caught the field goal. I remember that. Because, yeah, I remember it was 22 mile an hour. They're kicking into it. And I was watching. I'm thinking, there's no way he's making this in 22 mile an hour field goal. Or 25 mile an hour wind. Or 22. And he was 40, I think it was 40 yards away. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh. But he was 4 for 4. Josh Lambo was 4 for 4. It was in Mile High, right? Yeah. Yeah. So Denver cannot close out a game. And
No.
I was low key rooting for them. As much trash talk as they give their defense, I was low key rooting for them to make the playoffs, but they do not know how to finish a game. Yeah, they're 0-4. And that's on them. I don't even know if they could, like, they
have no chance in that division.
Yeah, I don't even know what division they're in.
With the Chiefs, Raiders, and who else was in that division?
Chiefs, Raiders, Denver, and
Chargers.
Might be the Chargers, yeah. I was gonna say Arizona, and then I'm like, wait, that's the NFC. But I don't even know if they can go 8-8. I don't even know if they'll go 8-8.
They got the QB, but they do not have the defense.
Yeah, they have the running back too, but they just don't have defense.
Their offense is good. Their defense is. They don't know how to finish.
Yeah, did they? I wonder if they got a sack.
Highly doubt it.
One.
Actually,
Von
yeah,
Miller
they did.
had 2. Delaney Walker had 1. Holy crap! They got 5 sacks.
Really?
1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 sacks.
And the Jaguars had none.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I said, what did I say? I think I said 3. I said 2 or 3 for the predictions, and they got 5.
Yeah, Jaguars had none.
Freaking Von Miller got 2. Chubb got 1. Who else did I say?
Reed.
Walker. Reed got 1. Whew. And then again, their kickoff, their special teams is something too. A 69-yarder, or 69 yards and 3 returns. Spencer had a 10-yard return. Brown didn't have any, so it must have been a fair catch. And McManus was, 1 for 1, 33. So they have the pieces. And they got 5 sacks. So, but that was a really cool game to watch. Either that one or the Kansas City Detroit game was probably my highlight. Those two were probably my favorite. Those were definitely the highlights of the week. Those two.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And then always watching Dallas get their butt kicked, and to showing how overhyped they are. That's always fun too. Hopefully the Packers can do good next week. Or is it Sunday night? Or is it Sunday? It's a 3:25 game. Okay.
Who are they playing?
Dallas and Packers next week.
Dallas is going to get destroyed.
Hopefully. I mean, that's what we said about the Eagles. And then I could talk all day about all of those refs. I mean,
Browns and 49ers.
Oh, the 49ers had a bye week this week. That's right. Oh, Monday night. See,
Yeah.
I might watch a little bit of Browns and 49ers. That might be an interesting game.
Browns better destroy them.
Hopefully.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna throw this in here real quick. Vontez is it perfect?
Oh yeah, he's
ejected, suspended for the rest of the year. He's gone. But he's been having dirty plays for years. And I don't get that freaking Philadelphia player who was helmet to helmet with Williams on Thursday against the Eagles. I don't know how he didn't get knocked out or ejected out, because he's the one that had that forced fumble on Rodgers, which is so stupid. And then
freaking knocks out Williams.
Yeah, and then he hit Devontae Adams too, which the refs never saw. I don't know. We'll wrap that up here, and why don't we just talk about that in a different video? How about that?
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Like, subscribe, and share the video. And overall, you are winning by 1 point here. We're not gonna do wins and losses. We're just gonna do overall. I don't know. I don't know if we might do something at the end of the year or at the end of regular season. Because And then we're obviously probably gonna do playoffs. But I don't know. We might do something at the end of the year, something fun. For whoever wins and loses. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully. It was a crazy week. I will see you all next time. Peace.